Hi everybody, Carissa here with Inky Fairy Designs for the Blitzy Creative Team today, and we're going to be creating this very simple art journal page using one of the backgrounds that we had previously completed on another blog post. So that's the background we completed. It has some different scrapbook papers on it. And this is one of my favorite ways to pick out a color palette is by using the colors in a pattern paper pack to bring that into your art journal page. So the first thing I'm doing is adding a thin layer of watered down gesso just to kind of push those papers to the background so that our paint colors have a better, cleaner surface to kind of sit on. And I picked out some colors from the Dina Wakley media line that match the colors in this pattern paper that I used. And I used blushing, turquoise, evergreen, and Gilt, which is my absolute favorite metallic from her collection. And I showed you the glazing medium, but I'm not using that today, so I apologize that's in the video. I was thinking I might use it, but I decided not to. I just added some water to kind of water the paints down and give me a more transparent look over the pattern papers so we could still see some of those patterns peeking through. And so I'm just using my fingers to rub on the paint and get some color onto my panel. And I'm using a Dina Wakley media board for these, but these are all techniques that you can use in your art journal pages or on canvases if you like. But this is a really simple way to kind of get started into the mixed media art journaling world if you've enjoyed or you like the look of it, but you're intimidated by lots of layers and different mediums. I think this is a really great way to kind of jumpstart it and test the waters, I guess, if you have ever wanted to try mixed media. Just by using the colors that are already in the papers, because those colors are already meant to work together and they usually look beautifully together because that's why we're picking up all of those papers. You can bring out those colors into your art journal pages, and it also helps me. Sometimes I get into like colors that I really like and I use them all the time and I want to try a different combination. I'll look at my pattern papers for inspiration for that because I know those colors are all going to work together and I can just pick out paints that kind of are similar or match and go from there. So I'm just adding some more of the paint around the edges. I wanted it to kind of go onto the white space a little bit just to add some different layers and dimension all along this page. And I wipe away some of it, some of the paint with a baby wipe if I want that pattern to show through a little bit and it got a little heavy. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to say, you can see I mixed the evergreen and the turquoise together, and that gave me the really pretty mint color that was in this collection because I didn't really have a minty green color, paint color in my stash. So this is a way that I was able to achieve that color using the colors that I already have. So don't be afraid of mixing paint colors to get a new color. It gives you another way to kind of extend your supplies and get more use out of them. So I'm taking this Dina Wakley Night color and I have one of her fine liner tips on this bottle and I'm just outlining the circles that I have on my page. I just wanted to give them a little bit more definition and bring them out a little bit more, and I love the way this looks because it gives me another layer, but I'm still only using paint, and the fine liner tip gives us a different texture than if we were to use our fingers or a paintbrush because it kind of gives you a little bit more dimension. I'm also taking that same color and I'm outlining my entire page just to frame it in and give it a more completed look. I love framing in my art journal pages. I think it just gives them a little bit more of a finished effect. So I'm taking some of these Tim Holtz stickers, I think it's from the Small Talk collection, I'll have a complete list of all the supplies that I'm using today on the Blitsy blog. But I love using these because I'm usually able to find something that represents the journal page that I'm working on or the emotion that I'm trying to achieve on a page. And even though they're sticky already, I like to put a layer of decoupage on the bottom and on top just to make sure that they're going to stick and not fall off in the long run. And also I encourage you guys to use the sticker letters or anything if you're new to journaling and you aren't comfortable with putting your own handwriting on your pages. This is a great way to kind of add a little bit of journaling or titles onto your pages without having to use your own handwriting. So I'm outlining the edges of these stickers with a distress crayon in Hickory Smoke. This is my absolute favorite neutral color. I'm so glad that it came out in a distress crayon because I just love the ink and I love the color. And this makes the stickers kind of melt into the page so they feel part of the piece instead of something just added on, slapped on. I encourage you to always find ways to make all of your pieces or make all of your layers cohesive so they don't look out of place or just like an afterthought. And again, I'm going around the edges of my panel with that Hickory Smoke just to bring and bring that color in and make it more part of the piece. So that's it for this art journal page. Very simple. It's great for beginners. Like I said, you can use the paper or the colors in your paper collection so you don't have to think so much about what colors are going to go together or what color should I use. Just definitely this is a great way to kind of get your feet wet into the world of mixed media and not doing a whole lot of layers, but just creating a beautiful finished art journal page and with kind of a minimal look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more ideas and inspiration, please be sure to visit the Blitsy blog and Facebook page. Until next time, happy crafting.